Hi. A little bit of a Joe D-esque right there. What's going on, guys? Mech here. Welcome back to the BeerdedMECH channel. It's Friday, and I was promising you a beer review Thursdays and Fridays, and it's Friday, so let's go. Tonight we have Sierra Nevada Big Little Thing IPA, Imperial IPA. It's a 9%, dude. Yes. Okay. So this beer, I'll have to admit, I have had it before. I've had it a couple times, actually. And it's definitely a good beer, but I've noticed that there's some beers here that if you review them, they're going to be a little bit different. So, I feel like my recording is like stuttering a little, so if it is, I'm sorry. Anyways, I just grabbed a Boston Bruins glass out of the cabinet, and you know what? I am not going to open this yet. I forgot. We're going to go on BeerdedMECH.com and we are going to check it out. Man, am I rusty or something? So anyway, on BeerdedMECH.com we have an 89, which is very good. Style is the IPA Imperial, and of course we already know what Imperial IPAs are. They're always usually the higher end of the ABV, and you see that a lot in Imperial Stouts as well. They're very much stronger and have a higher ABV. So, like we said, it's an 89, which is very good. Made from Sierra Nevada Brewing Co. It says California, US, but where is it actually? Sierra Nevada Brewing Co. is in Chico, California? Is that how they say it? Okay, cool. And for the notes, we have make way for the big little thing. Kind of a backwards thing here, big little. An Imperial IPA flexing a full malt body, restrained sweetness, and tropical hop flavors of mango, grapefruit, and tangerine. Yeah, that's kind of all it is, really. I mean, there's another beer like this called Hazy Little Thing, which is also an IPA, and that is, I think it's like 6% or something like that. Another really good one. We're going to be reviewing that at some point. On the can, it's an interesting can, isn't it? It says family owned, operated, and argued over. And not much else than that. So, go ahead and get this in a glass. Here we go. Now, we've done a bunch of IPAs on the channel already, so I know last year when I was doing more beer reviews, it was like IPA fatigue almost. We were doing so many. But I've come to like them, especially doing the reviews of different kinds. I used to hate the taste of hops. Which is funny because I didn't start out with light beer like most do. I started out with Sam Adams. And I kind of grew into the taste of larger volumes of hops and malts, and kind of grew my flavor palette. So as you can see, it's got a nice kind of honey gold color to it. Typical of most IPAs with a, frothy white head that likes to stick around. Doesn't stick around too long. Kind of fizzles away. And in the nose, you get straight up grapefruit and citrus like you usually do. Lots of hop smell. If anyone has smelled an IPA, they're gonna know right away, what it is if somebody put a beer underneath their nose. Yeah. Not to say all IPAs smell the same, because they don't, but very very similar from one to the next. Especially the ones that are more grapefruity, citrusy, orangey, lemony almost, you know. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on into the big little thing. Whew. Now here's the thing. There's a catch here. So, you might say you're an IPA drinker, that's cool. But until you have an Imperial IPA, I'm not really sure. Because here's the thing, you've got your IPAs, just straight up. You've got your session IPAs, which they still have the IPA flavor, but they are very much lower ABV, usually like 4, which is what you're going to get with your common lagers like your Buds and your your Cores and stuff like that. But you still get that nice IPA taste, and of course it's probably going to cost more too. I mean, you're not going to be able to go grab a 30-pack of a nice IPA or session IPA on the cheap. Not usually, anyway. I've yet to find one. Then there's the Imperial IPAs like this. And I'm sure there's other IPAs out there that I'm missing, but those 3 are the ones that I'm the most versed in. And Imperial IPAs come in with big flavor. Lots of hops, lots of tartness. Not necessarily always grapefruit. That's just like a really common one, but it's really, really heavy in the in that kind of a kick in the mouth with the hops and all that. So this, before I ramble too much, this is that through and through. I mean, it's the big little thing. I mean, I'd love to say it ain't no big little thing, or ain't no thing, or whatever, but hey. It's delicious. However, since I've had this before, I'll tell you, if it's towards the end of the night, if you're kind of wearing out your palate, you're gonna want to eat something, or kind of refresh with something else, like something maybe salty or sweet, because the hops get to be a bit much. And it almost becomes a chore to drink it. You almost get drinker's fatigue, if you take too long to drink it, especially if it starts to warm up. You gotta be careful of that. So anyways, that's something I've experienced with this beer. I got down to the bottom of the glass, and I'm like, whew, I'm having a hard time finishing this. Almost kind of felt like your taste buds are getting overwhelmed. But it's very good tasting. It's very smooth. It's got a nice finish. As it warms up, the finish seems to get more and more dry, so you got to watch out for that. But overall, very, very good tasting IPA. And of course, you get the alcohol factor with it being 9%. You're gonna feel it, which is nice. Very good. I'm impressed with it. They're definitely they're an acquired taste, I think. But if you can acquire that taste and learn to pick out the flavors and enjoy it for what it is, it's very, very nice to have. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching once again. We'll see you next week, and next week is going to be interesting. I have a beer for you that's going to be one of the oddest names I've ever seen. So stay tuned for that. You guys have a great weekend. A weekend? Yeah, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, and take care, guys. Thanks for watching.